Okay. I didn't know they'd be starting earlier than we expected. They're 3 minutes early. And buffering. Okay, so moving this out of the way. That's kind of expected. That little notice right there. So they're about 3 minutes early. The downside is they only have 4 things to show. Gonna turn up the volume on my end. Wait, what's going on? Okay, one, this is very bizarre. There's no way this is dreams. I'm gonna hide Twitch chat. Oh. Showcase will begin shortly. Still got another 2 minutes. Is this dreams? I'm very confused right now. They only said they'd be showing off 4 games. Oh, I need so much information, yet I expect so little right now. Oh. Oh, there's so much I need to know right now. Did Sony lie just to purposefully mess with us? Because they said it was just going to be Ghost of Tsushima, Death Stranding, Last of Us Part 2, and Spider-Man. I need so much information. Come on, stop being ambiguous. Yes, you're adorable, I guess. Hi. Now get the show on! Okay, it's 7. Come on. Okay. Oh, gosh. Okay, so that warning again.
Please welcome Sean Layden.
Okay, we're back on. Certainly not the venue they had last year.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. And thank you for making the time tonight to come to church.
Yeah. Really?
This fulfills your obligation for the coming Sunday, for those of you who need to know that.
Oh, come on!
But thank you for coming out. It's great to see the congregation as large as it is tonight under this single tent. And for those of you who may be a bit apprehensive because you remember that movie Kingsman, this doesn't end that way. It doesn't end that way. So, but no, again, thank you. And as you can see from this evening, here again at PlayStation, we've decided to mix it up a little bit in the way that we're doing our E3 presentation this year.
Clearly.
You know, we look at what the stories we tell, and the things that we want to impart to our fans here with us and their fans on the live feed worldwide. And that changes our design ideas around what we can do for this show. So tonight, we're going to have, rather than a bombardment of new creative, we're going to take all of you on a journey deeper into some of the key titles we've talked about before, but we're going to talk about them in a different way tonight, a deeper way, so you can learn about what's going on with these games and what's coming up in the future. You know, what we look at here at Worldwide Studios with inside Sony Interactive Entertainment, we really want to take our love for gaming and make it sing very loudly. It's a gaming industry, it's sometimes called, but certainly inside our studios, we see gaming as a vocation. It's a calling. It's what we do. It's what we have to do. Our teams of creatives and studios and designers, they have stories to tell and things they want to show you and places they'd like to take you. That's what we're trying to do here at PlayStation. This coming year is going to be all about those kind of games that we can deliver to you in a way that's going to blow your minds. And tonight, we're beginning here in this tent, this church tent we've created here in Los Angeles to let you start that journey with us and let us tell you our stories for the next hour or so. So without further ado, it is my great honor and my unique privilege to invite to the stage, introduce to you, Gustavo Santaolalla.
Okay. Wait. Last of Us? Yeah, this is The Last of Us. I won't deny that they are definitely setting the mood for The Last of Us. So I wonder if Death Stranding is going to be what they leave off on. And who would have ever thought you can make a banjo sound mesmerizing? It's just a matter of how it's played. Okay, just making sure my volumes are up. Alright. And no footage? Okay, now into the footage. So are we actually going to see a gameplay trailer for Last of Us? 3. Yep, there we go.
Went back home, jumped into bed, 44 pistol under my head.
In a venue not too dissimilar to where they are. That's a surprise. Ellie!
old man really laid into me today.
What happened?
Another big lecture about my patrols. Don't go here, don't go there. It's funny how involved he gets whenever you're scheduled to go out.
Yeah.
Joel is very protective of her.
She's, putting on quite the show.
I give you guys 2 weeks until we're back together.
Not gonna happen. She, say something, dude?
Make it 1 week. Ellie! Hey! What took you so long? Oh, I'm here, aren't I?
Tina?
Jesse.
Hey, don't forget we leave at first light, so get some rest.
Yes, sir. Such a dick. Come on. Why don't you start with me? Okay, I have a very serious question for you. How bad do I smell? Like a hot pile of garbage? Okay. Oh. How about that?
Don't
Gross.
smear sweat over people.
You love it. Every guy in this room is staring at you right now. Maybe they're staring at you. Or not. Maybe they're jealous of you. I'm just a girl, not a threat. Oh, Ellie. I think they should be terrified.
I have a very strong feeling I know. Yeah, I thought so. I thought that was going to happen once they started dancing. And transition to... Oh gosh. You think it's a little brutal, Ellie? Language, little girl. Maybe a teen, but that doesn't excuse your language. Yikes. Also, I didn't know we were getting more Tomb Raider footage.
They are nested with sin. What is freedom? Oh, shit! No! No! No!
Yikes.
Spread out.
Someone just intervened. But who was it whistling? Certainly wasn't Ellie. Whoa! The vegetation around there is nuts. Just climb up in and you're in a parking garage. Oh. Anyway. Now I'm trying to put together where she is.
She went into the grass. Watch yourself.
Chances are, unless she can get away, you're not gonna end up watching yourself. No. Sneak under the truck.
Ethan. What? Wolf. She came through here. Damn it. Double back. Go.
Nope. QTE, come on. Oh gosh. Just be able to find random bottles lying around, chuck them at people. Yikes. There's no way she can take all those people on. She has one spot to sneak into. That other guy's gonna find her. Crafting an explosive arrow on the fly. Wow, the frame drops are high for this stream. Then again, we have like 200,000 plus people watching. Oh boy. Rather than take the immediate killing shot. Never mind. Holy crap. Oh gosh. And back to this.
See, I told you. He should be terrified.
But for entirely different reasons, people should be terrified of her. Okay. So that was about a 15-minute look at The Last of Us Part 2. And the crowd is relatively silent. That's a little awkward. The pseudo-official start.
That was a new look at The Last of Us Part 2. We're here live in Los Angeles at the PlayStation E3 Showcase. We're taking a quick intermission while folks move along to the next part of the experience. We'll have a little bit more to share on that later.
Short intermission.
And I am joined by my good friend, Ryan Clements.
Hello, Mr. Schumann.
That's
How are you?
already
I'm
the
good.
first
It's such a pleasure to be here at the PlayStation Showcase.
that you have an
and it's going to be a
intermission.
huge night for Worldwide Studios a little later
Was that
when the showcase
ever
resumes.
present in
and
any
what
other
better guest to have
conference so far?
for joining us about
Yay?
Worldwide Studios than the
Xbox?
chairman of Worldwide
No.
Studios, Mr. Sean Layden.
Bethesda?
Hello, sir.
Maybe
Yeah, good to
with
be here.
I
that
thought you were
opening
just on
musical
stage. How
number,
did you get
but
up here so
no.
fast?
We've created this pneumatic
Square
tube that I
Enix.
was dropped
No,
into
you
and
would be
shot
swung
right across the
No.
studio here.
Right
Yes.
over here. Well, it's
Yes.
good to have you
You've
here.
Well, it's great to
already
be here,
made the
and I think that
first
was a very,
mistake, Sony.
a very powerful start for our E3 program for this year.
That's right, and there's much more to come, but I do want to zero in on The Last of Us Part 2 here
Yeah.
just for a moment. You know, as chairman of Worldwide Studios, you work very closely with Naughty Dog. These guys need no introduction.
Indeed.
And I'm curious, from your perspective, where is their head at when it comes to developing this game?
Where's their head at? I mean, they are everywhere. They're looking at what can do in the next iteration of the Last of Us series, and I think what we saw tonight, I mean, that piece of content was so impactful. I mean, the whole relationship between Ellie and Dina going into the combat sequence really shows that they're pulling out all the stops over at Naughty Dog, and they're going to have a very broad and ranging game that's not going to make you only work at it as a player, but you're going to have to just think as a person what you're coming up against.
And I can't wait to see more of that. And that was first gameplay we saw there of The Last of Us Part 2, looking obviously incredible. And speaking of incredible, I mean, Worldwide Studios lately, I mean, it's just been unbelievable. Horizon,
makes
you
you
had God of
think
War, which
if
needs no
they're
introduction, and
transitioning to
Detroit
the
Become
next
Human.
game.
I mean, what is the secret, and what are you doing over there at
What
Worldwide
are they
Studios? What's
setting
going
up
on
in
there?
for the next game?
The rule number one is do no harm, right? Right. A lot of ways, my job is just to move the boulders out of the road to make sure that creative talent can get where they need to go. You know, provide backup, provide scope. You know, provide generalized, advice about where we can take this as an industry and as a
in the
as
off
a gaming
chance
culture.
anyone is watching this
honestly, we've got 13
post-fact,
studios worldwide. We try to
one
give them
thing I
as
will
much creative
admit,
control as possible
I only
and just
know
help
of maybe
support
like
them through to
2
their vision.
games
That's
that
kind of what
came
we've been
out
trying to do here for the last dozen years or so with Worldwide Studios. I think right now, certainly in the PS4 era, you're seeing a lot of that
infamously
coming into play right now.
random.
That's great to hear
press
that.
conference
And
last
you know, I mean,
year.
speaking
Did
about
another
making
one this
fans
year?
happy, I mean, I think
They
there's a
did have
question that
2
I've been getting a
games,
whole lot,
one of
and it has
which
to do with
is
God of
coming
War.
for
You know, it's a
Switch,
celebrated game. It's sold extremely
has
well. It
someone
has
going
a huge
around
legion of fans.
shooting
And one of
stuff
the things I wanted to mention
simply
was,
because
you
a
know, I get a
talking
lot of
sentient
tweets
banana told
about
them
New
to.
Game Plus.
Right.
You know, is this
Right.
something
other
that you
one
and Santa Monica Studio
is
are
a
evaluating
remake of
for
a
God of
game
War?
that
You know,
is
it's crazy.
coming out on
With the advent of
Xbox,
social media,
PC,
we get a lot of
and
real-time feedback
Right.
from the fans and the community, and we listen to that. And God knows my Twitter feed is filled up with a lot of stuff that we can talk about here or not talk about at all. But it's all important. We take it all seriously. And New Game Plus is something that came through really strong and really hard through that kind of feedback loop. And I'm happy to say today that the teams are working on it, and we should have some more updates on that. We'll put that through the blog, but it's going to happen.
All right.
Teams are going to be doing
As someone
New
who
Game Plus
miraculously
for Last
finished
of Us
God of
Part
War
2.
with a 2-year-old at home, that makes me very
Or was
happy.
that some other
I will
game?
somehow
That's
find
kind of
more
scary,
time.
but yeah, okay.
I will find time. He wasn't watching.
Okay, thank God.
I want to confirm that.
Kids, don't try this at home.
Asleep. But yeah, thank you so much, Sean. And it's great to hear that you and the amazing team at Santa Monica Studio are making that happen.
Hey, if we can create functionality and features that allow people to spend more time in the worlds we build, that's by definition a good thing.
Excellent.
Fantastic. So New Game Plus, that is confirmed. That is coming to God of War. We'll have
Oh!
full details on PlayStation blog shortly.
Never
We
mind,
have a lot
not
more to talk
Last
about
of
too.
Us Part
yeah,
2.
and actually, Sean, I
New
wanted to ask
Game
you
Plus
about that
for God
about a
of
month
War.
ago. You did something a little bit out of the ordinary for our team, and you kind of came out and talked about the 4 main games that we would be highlighting tonight's PlayStation Showcase. I was wondering what the thought process was there.
Well, you know, every year we try to let the stories we have to tell design the experience we're going to create. And this year we felt that what we really want to do is take people on a journey deep into the content, deep into the 4 big pillar games that we're working on right now, and get them to see a bit more about the stories you're trying to tell and the way it's going to be expressed and what they get out of it. It's a really wide range of titles there, anything from The Last of Us 2, which you saw right now, through Death Stranding and Spider-Man and Ghost. So this year I wanted people to know that don't come here expecting to have some big flashy new idea come out, or
Kingdom
some
Hearts
big surprise
is until
come out.
January.
Come here and sit with us and walk with us as we get through to see the background stories and deep inside of the games we're working on.
Wonderful. And we do have a lot more coming from those Worldwide Studios games in the showcase later tonight. Do you have any personal games that you're most excited about?
Well, they're all fabulous, and I think the teams are really